Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to my channel, the channel where I strive to make the world a better place, one video at a time. Well, hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to my channel, the THIER podcast. Today, the topic is, let's discuss how some men choose their significant others unwisely. Let's discuss how some men choose their significant others unwisely. Did a video on young women and the kind of things that they may seek for in a man and how it is unwise. And today we're going to be talking about how some men choose women as significant others, but do it unwisely. So first and foremost, you have to understand what a woman brings to the table in terms of a relationship, right? The man is viewed as, or should take the role as, the leader and guider of a family unit, right? Of a marriage, right? That's not saying that the woman is anything less, because she is just as important. Each role in a marriage is just as important as the other, or the whole family unit is going to suffer, right? So the man is looked up on and should be the leader and guider of the family. I like to look at it as a company. I always use that analogy, right? The general manager of the company or of the business, that is what you would look at as the father, right? The assistant manager, that's what you would look at as the mother. And not the exact roles is the same in the family and then as it is in a company, but it's just an analogy to get you to understand that an assistant manager is just as important as a manager in a company. They may not have the same title, but they have the same kind of stature or status, right? So when you look upon a family unit, that significant other, right, that men choose, it should be a woman who understands that her role up in that relationship or marriage is to be of a helpmate, right? Someone who supports and cherishes, someone who builds and strengthens, someone who is caring and nurturing, someone who is sacrificial and selfless, right? A lot of times when my wife, I see it all the time. She is so selfless. Would choose rather for her to suffer than my daughter, right? That is one quality of a woman that I see many times. But that's a woman right there. One who is able to help and build the home instead of going out to clubs every night or going out to bars every night. One who is willing to support you and shun all other men. She's not in everybody else's DMs. She's not looking at all kind of other men on social media. She's loyal. She's royal. She's a queen. But you have men nowadays who choose women who do not present themselves in the correct way, presenting themselves as immature, fighting, screaming, always having an issue with other people, right? Not caring, not nurturing, choosing to neglect their child, choosing substance abuse over the child, But you have men nowadays who choose these young women knowing what they're going to get into. Women choosing to take the child support money to spend on herself rather than for the kids. One of them won't even allow her daddy to see her children, see the children, talking all kind of smack about him and how he's not a good man and all this kind of stuff to the children. Now the children have a terrible perspective on you when that really isn't altogether the case. But all kind of meet up in her DMs. Be careful who you get with. Learn that person before you get with them. Make sure they support you. Make sure they're nurturing to your children. Make sure they're caring to your children. Make sure they help you in times of need. Let me tell you something right now. A man's biggest supporter should always be his wife, if it's not his mother. A lot of times it's the mother up until they get married, but it should be the wife. The biggest supporter of a husband should be his wife. Be there to show her love through her action. Rub his feet when he get off work. Prepare the meals when he get off work, if that's how your household performs. That's how mine performs. 80% of the time my wife cooks. But knowing what your role is and how to perform and how to act it out, knowing that and being able to follow through with it and do it to keep the marriage and the family unit intact. Men choose women like that. Woman who is willing to sacrifice. I see it in my wife. My wife breastfeeds. And man, she felt so guilty giving it up, doing it less than what pumping and whatnot, doing it less than what she usually did. She felt so guilty. That's a woman right there. She would choose rather her suffer mentally than my daughter suffer without getting the best nutrients that's for her, which is breast milk. That's a woman right there. There's plenty of them out there, but men, be careful which one you get with. Make sure she chooses the family every time. Make sure she chooses you every time. Make sure she chooses to care and nurture. Make sure she chooses to love. Make sure she chooses to show her love through her action every single time. Make sure she chooses to stay loyal. Be careful. Be careful. Be careful. I in the last video, the one I did about choosing wrong men, two main things I want to point out is man is to provide and to protect. Provide and to protect. Provide for his family and protect his family. And a woman is to care and nurture. To me, those are the two biggest things of each gender and each role in a marriage. One is to provide and to protect. One is to care and to nurture. Make sure you look at those two things when you are looking for a woman or looking for a man. Now, that's not to say that the woman can't walk on the side and all this kind of, but a man should always be working. Because that is what is expected of every man. That he provides and protects his household. Provides for and then protects his household. And that woman cares and nurtures her household. lot of times you'll see it. You'll see it. Men, child falls down the stairs. A man, get up, boy. The woman, oh Tommy, come here. Are you okay? That's how. By nature, they're more caring and more nurturing, right? By nature, men are more of a protector and a provider, right? Look for these two qualities, especially these two. Look for them. You're looking for a woman or a man, right? Not to say that women can't provide, not to say that men can't be nurturing or caring. I'm not saying that. Not saying that women can't provide and protect. I'm not saying that, but I'm saying it is going to be more evident which one is which, and it should be. We live in a society where they're trying to change this and destroy how marriage is supposed to work. I refuse to follow that. A man is supposed to provide and protect, and a woman is supposed to care and nurture. Not to say, like I said, not to say that a woman cannot provide also, but let me tell you something right now. When you have a one-parent household that's trying to do both things 100%, it will never work like how it's supposed to. That's how I know that this is right. And society is going to try to change this and rearrange this and try to tell you that this is not how it's supposed to go. But when you look at households that only have one parent, you have an example, millions of them in today's society, that it does not work. This society is suffering because it needs two-parent households who are acting out in their roles. Because it doesn't work, because you have examples and thinking of how it does work, but we want to blame it on something else. Be careful what kind of man and woman you choose to marry and live for the rest of your life together with. Anyway, that is the video for today. I hope you all learned something from it. I hope it was a blessing. I hope it was an encouragement. And if anybody needs to hear it, please share it with them. Please take this time to like this video, comment on this video. Any thoughts you have, subscribe, turn on post notifications so you can be notified anytime I post a video. Thank you for joining the THIER podcast, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.